welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity. Here to break you live donation read and collective. I hope you're doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. And you won't want to miss it. You feel me? Let me shut the door. My cat just opened. So, happy holiday or whatever. Whatever you celebrate from my collective. Happy whatever you celebrate today, if you celebrate. My heater was hot. My heater was heating. Okay, so, what's up, Bite? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Ooh, we get ready to get started. How was your gobble gobble day? Did you eat well? Was it good? Did you get turkey? Did you have a soulful day? Good food? I didn't make no goodies yet. I have to make them. I did not make my goodies today. I'm doing good. Relax, Today went the way I wanted it to. Completely relax. Oh my God, that was a green bean commercial in my head. Ho, ho, ho. The green giant. So, you know how we start off, right? We always start off with the collective. And then when folks start piling in and then we get the paying comments up, then we move into our live donation readings. Okie dokie. Oh, you know what? I'm going to send my girl Miss Empress Cakes. I'm not expecting her to come on, but let me let her know we on. Excuse me. Start with the ancestor. Well, what's it called? The Hoodoo Tarot. I always want to call it the ancestor deck. We're going to start off with a Hoodoo Tarot deck. Might as well be an ancestor deck. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know or be aware of? What do they need to know? So, Bite, did you spend time with family? Spirit, give me a message. What do we need to know? Son of Knives. Okay, so we got the Son of Knives. Someone could be watching and or stalking, but that's past energy. Also, is given, Son of Knives is the Page of Knives. That's given to me like angry or misled or misunderstood or a liar. Okay, because when the knives are upside down, a lot of times they ain't telling you what you want to know. Okay, especially the Son of Knives. That's a curious individual, but they're unhappy. That's my angry little child card. Tell me more, Spirit. We got Aunt Caroline. So we got things changing, though. This is Wheel of Fortune energy. So something is shifting. Something is changing. Maybe an auntie got something to do with this change. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, we got the Mother of Coins. So in the hidden energy, we got a very self-serving, selfish individual with the Mother of Coins. In the hidden energy, she's somebody very materialistic, slovenly, you know, she's more about what it looked like, but not, she doesn't have the substance of what it is. So the Queen of Coins is known as the working parent, right? But in reverse, she is the opposite of that. So she might not work. She may be demanding, very codependent on those around her. Um, More of a smother mother, take what you got kind of energy. That's in a hidden energy. Tell me more, spirit. That's a raggedy bitch, but she's one of them. You know what I mean? When they in reverse, you know they raggedy. But now we got big. Now we got the Empress in the challenge and the lesson. We got the Queen. Okay, so somebody got women problems. Okay, whether these women are their mothers, aunties, grandmothers, girlfriends, wives, but we got feminine issues right here because we got the challenge and the lesson is the Empress, right? The big queen. And you know that Mother of Coins would be somebody who would be jealous of Big Frida. I don't know why I'm calling her Big Frida, but the great big queen, the Empress energy. There's somebody would be jealous. There could be aunties involved again though, but I feel like the aunties would be somebody who are very what's the word? Supportive with the 10. I'm about to say they are the 10, but being a Wheel of Fortune, that's bringing more of a promising type of energy, more of a support. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more, spirit. So somebody could have a lot of women issues, but their mother in particular could be a hot mess. Tell me more. And we got the 9 of 6. Yeah, somebody's a wounded warrior. Somebody been going through it with these women, this feminine energy. It could be this child. It could be the Son of Knives. He is going through it with the women. That he has some support with the auntie, no support with the mother, and or baby mama, and or wife. Who, take it how it resonate. And then the challenge is to get the less. I'm sorry, the support from Big Frida. Oh, I keep saying Big Frida, the Big Queen, Empress energy. And this person is feeling like giving up. The 9 of Sticks, nine of Wands. Somebody feel like they about to give up. They haven't given up yet, but they feel like they about to. And then we got, oh yeah, loyalties is changing. Bishop Mason. So Bishop Nate Mason, C.H. Mason was a actual Mason back in the day, and also a bishop of I think the Pentecostal church. So he represents the Hierophant in reverse. Now the Hierophant in reverse is that rebel energy. That's when loyalties start to change, right? Um, oh, I see more people on here. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Thanks for coming to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on and you don't want to miss it. You never know when I'll do free readings. So it's best to go ahead and become a member. Or I should say a subscriber, an active subscriber. And whenever I call free readings, you get your opportunity. Today we're doing live donation readings. So, like again, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell and hit that like button right now. All right, so like I said, Bishop Mason. He represents the Hierophant, but the Hierophant is a reverse. So this is indicating somebody unlearning what they've learned, or stop following what they've learned, or what they've been raised to believe or taught to believe. You know what I mean? It deals with the person's faith, and I feel like somebody's faith has been shaken or changed in some way. Again, the Son of Knives is here, so to me, that's an angry child, or the angry inner child of somebody frustrated. The Son of Knives is known to be curious. That's known to be your stalker energy. That's in the past energy though. So this person has been angry and hurt about something. Might even have PTSD. Where you got auntie. So in the current energy, something is shifting. Okay. Auntie is the wheel of fortune. And so with some support, I feel from a feminine energy, things are shifting in the other way. And then I'm just recapping right now for anybody that just got here. The mother of coins, she in reverse. She is selfish. She is raggedy bitch energy. She is what it looked like. You know, this is the person that be a label whore. She don't have the substance of the mother of coins in the upright, because the mother of coins in the upright is really known as that working parent, the one that keeps it all together, everybody's schedule, make sure everybody's nurtured, fed, and on time, and that they got what they need, right? She supplies. She's earth sign energy, so she creates a foundation. But in reverse, she's less than foundational. She may not work. Okay. She may be codependent on everybody around her. She might be very selfish and self centered. You know what I mean? True narcissistic vibes of feminine. But we know when our queens are in reverse on this table, they're definitely in their most narcissistic energy, right? She might be a smother mother, very, concerned about what everybody else is doing, but not what she doing. Don't question her. She's the mother. But then the challenging lesson, we got Big Queen. We got Big Queen, which is the Empress. Why is the Empress in the challenging lesson? I'm going to clarify, because I don't know. But I do see somebody ready to give up. And with the overall energy of the Bishop in reverse, which is the Hierophant in reverse, is giving somebody tired. I'm done. I'm not following the negative, or I'm not following the thing that's breaking me down, because somebody getting broke down. One at a time, Spirit. Okay, we got the 10 of baskets. Yeah, so that's clarifying the son of knives. Oh gosh, page of swords, right? The page of swords in reverse is clarifying it. So this person's family is making them unhappy. 10 of baskets, 10 of cups in reverse. There's brokenness. There's unhappiness. There's sadness. You know what I'm saying? The foundation of the of joy is gone. There's disarray, there's family not getting along, there's the peace that and joy that you would have in your, in a happy family is broken in this situation or for that person. So you take it how it resonates. All right, tell me about Aunt Caroline. Tell me more, Spirit. We got 2 of 6. Yeah, somebody thinking about which direction they should head. I'm looking out the front door. It's like somebody is thinking about what direction. They're at a crossroads now. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I go left? Should I go right? I feel like there's not much about staying here, but I am getting that there, because somebody's ready to give up with the 9 of sticks. So with the 2 of sticks, I feel like somebody's contemplating what direction they should take. How they should go, where they should go. You know what I'm saying? What's beneficial to them. They considering all their options. Tell me about this mother of coins in reverse, Spirit. One at a time, please, Spirit. Oh, we got the Father of Knives. Lord have mercy. So either this mother of knives is dealing with somebody was giving air sign energy, she's giving earth sign, or it's just greediness or materialism. But he is also giving bad choices, anger issues. This is the type of man that would, be abusive, beat on you type stuff. He is also the type that thinks he's smarter than everybody, but he's just really, really disrespectful. I mean, because, when you think knives, we think air sign energy, so we think in words, cutting like a knife. You know what I'm saying? Being disrespectful, mean spirited, hard on folks, that type of shit. So yeah, and also this is giving judge. You know, for me, then sometimes the king, what they calling the father, the king of swords is the type of energy in reverse. He done made up his mind. Okay, so there might be a judgment against this queen of coins. I mean, like you cannot change his mind. Once his mind has been made, that's it. What's up, Black Cherry? I'm waiting for the pin comment when you get a chance, Cherry. And then we got the father of coins. All right, so for the father of coins to be also in a challenging lesson, this could be somebody they down on their luck, or they not only were they down on their luck, but they made some bad choices when it came to their stability, whether it's found fun money, no matter what their stability is, maybe it's their job, they made some really bad choices. This person could actually be in poverty. This is also a man known to be oh god, the word he is corrupt. Yeah, he is known to be a corrupt individual. He might even be the true counterpart of this Queen of Coins, but there's corruption here. So, one thing about corruption in a man and a masculine energy, and then you have the challenging lesson of the Empress, you cannot keep or really get an Empress energy under corrupt energy, right? That those two will not, that won't work, okay? Because in the upright, the queen of, I'm sorry, the Empress energy is abundance. She is wealth. She is joy. She is creativity. She is everything all the good queens should be. All the upright queens should be. She is all those blessings, whether it's nurturing, money, making good decisions. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that keep people stable. It's about starting things, initiating businesses like a Queen of Wands would, you know what I'm saying? Being that chick, that's the Empress. There's no way she gonna link up and stick around with somebody in an impoverished mindset or corrupt mindset. That's not gonna work. That's why that's gonna be what's wrong with that?
Put down here.
What is
She's
it?
asking me to help put stuff in the fridge.
Oh, okay. Go on about your life.
Huh?
Go ahead. Tell me more, Spirit. Now we got the star card in reverse. Somebody's losing hope. I don't know what they losing hope in. Could be losing hope in this mother figure energy, baby mama situation, but they're losing hope. There's too many people on this table, I'm going to tell you right now. So this is definitely an unhappy family situation with all these people. The auntie, she trying to keep it together. You got the Empress, you got the Queen of Coins in reverse. You got the King of Knives and the Father of Coins in reverse. It's too many people. Even the son of knives is in reverse. So it's a miserable child or miserable inner child. Somebody got some sadness going on. Then we got the star card in reverse, which is the grandchildren, but it's in reverse. So somebody's losing hope. Somebody is it's giving PTSD. Somebody's feeling beat down, tired, stressed even. You know what I mean? Like, well, what am I here for type energy. Like, how much longer can I do this? I don't think I got any more days in me. That type of shit. Oh, what's the bottom of the deck? Oh, three of baskets. Yeah. There's third party situations here. There's unhappiness. There's a lot of gossiping. There's a lot of over drinking. That's a card of indulgence for me. Like when people have had too much and then they start to go too far. It's like when you have a celebration, like on a holiday like today, this would be the card that started the family drama and gossip. Like all of a sudden, people getting called out because everybody inebriated and feel loose with the tongue, and they see everybody arguing and carrying on. That's what that is. That's also when loyalties change because the truth start to come out people's mouth. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Nobody's holding back no more because their inhibitions are, relaxed. Yeah, you know what? I remember that time when you stole grandma's money. Bitch, what? Yeah, you stole the money and then you went out and got this. And I don't think you ever paid grandma back, did she, grandma? She sure didn't. Next thing you know, everybody is warring. Because the person that didn't want to take accountability for the action feels called out. Now they calling people out. I feel like there's a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements. Mm-mm-mm. A lot of stuff going on, and there's very few people, maybe one, with Aunt Caroline, that are actually keeping it together. I feel like, leave that on my stove.
Turn the light on?
I said, leave that on my stove.
Okay.
Because I have to repack it. So, yeah, I'm getting that Aunt Caroline is the positive one out of all the people. You know what she's giving, Aunt Caroline? Male or female, is giving that energy of that auntie or that uncle that comes around but don't stay long. If they come around, you might see them on a holiday, you might not, because if they ain't got the energy to deal with you, they just don't. You know what I'm saying? This is given like they may be around right now listening to the foolishness. Like, this is exactly why I don't come around fuck with you niggas. Oops, excuse my language. Excuse my language, y'all. But that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, this is exactly why I don't come around. Auntie would be the generational curse breaker, right? She'd be the one that's like, I can't do this with y'all. Or we gonna either be real or we, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would be the truth teller. I don't know. All right, tell me more, spirit. Tell me about the 10 of baskets. Why is everybody so darn miserable? What's the reason before we move on to decks? And we're supposed to be happy. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be. I know it's a stressed out, we live in a stressed out life right now on this planet, but we supposed to find some semblance of peace, right? The Father of Baskets, Lord have mercy. This is toxic as hell. I don't know what somebody going through. But when I tell you somebody is stressed out over the people in their lives, there's no one really happy here except for the Empress. The challenge and the lesson for her to be herself and to stick to not be around all these people. Let me put one more. Why the Father of Coins here in reverse, spirit? You know, the Father of Baskets is a very manipulative energy, but he's also in the past though. So there was a lot. Somebody was emotionally manipulative. Ace of, yeah. So whoever the Father of Coins is, they're still, excuse me, in corrupt energy. They may be crying. It could be the Empress crying, but she's not in her negative energy. She could be sad that all of this stuff is going on. This could be somebody's grandmother just looking at the legacy that they left and seeing how everybody is just in disarray and unhappy, and they could be better, but people blaming one another, and people are not healing, right? So it's not giving positivity. It's not giving loving. It's not giving family. It's not giving support. It's giving a lot of strife. It's a lot of pain. You know what I'm saying? A lot of curses that need to be broken. Yeah, changes in their life. The moon energy. There's been a lot of illusions. I just feel like it's a lot of not taking accountability for your actions type energy with all these people. Everybody got something with them. Is nobody innocent, I would say. There might be people that's like, I don't want to participate in that. That's what the auntie is giving, right? But there's way more that have not taken accountability for whatever they have done. You know, a lot of people in this situation where you got 3 men, 2 women, and only the Empress is in the upright. Now, I'm not saying if the Empress is grandma, she's not necessarily innocent. She may have had her day too. You know what it is? I have an auntie. Really, I love my auntie. I do. But auntie got a past. And her past has impacted her kids who all drink. Um, well, have drink. I think most of them don't now. But, you know, two of them died young. And when I say young, like 50 and I think one in his late 40s. I'm not sure how old he was. It was so long ago. And one died from he drank so much that he ended up getting dialysis. Yeah, he lost his kidneys, I guess. So he had dialysis. Another one, breast cancer, survived that, but got a bit of dementia now. Like it's, I couldn't understand why they were all dysfunctional, right? And the reason why I say I couldn't understand that when I was younger is because the way my auntie was raising us and taking care of so many people, she had really strong boundaries and she taught us manners and self respect. So something in her life changed. Okay, when she was loose when she was younger and she changed, right? But whatever impacted her initially impacted her kids. Like that already had imprinted on most of them. Yeah. So it could be something like that where there's a mother figure that, you know, she might be good now, may have changed her ways now, but all of the problems she has caused in her youth when she had kids maybe young are impacting them now, if that makes sense to you. All right, tell me more. Okay. I'm gonna have to shuffle off camera because this is getting awkward. I want this one at a time, please, Spirit. All right, what's that? Period of prosperity and abundance. You know, maybe at some point in time, whoever auntie is, this Wheel of Fortune energy, right now might not be horrible, right? Because there's some type of option being presented. With this person being at a crossroads or two of sticks, where they could go with their life, which is it definitely going to lead them away from a miserable family situation, is actually better. It's a period of prosperity and abundance. It's basically way more than what they've had. And I feel like it's the page of swords energy, but you know it still doesn't take away all their unhappiness. That's something they have to work on for themselves. But it is there's a period of prosperity and abundance, and it could be current. It could be something going on right now. Tell me more, Spirit. Hidden secrets can harm you. Yeah, because whoever this you oh shit. Spirit said whoever this mother coins is, she might be like somebody who would blackmail a person. She and or this father of knives, like somebody that would just, threaten you. Oh, if you do this, if you leave, or if you go, or if you do something, away from me, because she's very codependent, that I'm going to tell everybody this, or she holds them hostage in some way. You know what I'm saying? It's something about her holding somebody hostage. Oh wait, now I'm seeing messages. They said a drunk. Oh, tongue. They said a drunk tongue don't lie. I'm telling you, it don't. Tell me more, Spirit. What's this say? You should accept valid criticism. Right. When I say they did not like to take accountability, all these people in reverse, they don't like to take accountability for their actions, but they really need to accept that valid criticism. They need to accept it and they need to do something about it. And I feel like that's the challenge. And I feel like it's this Empress energy may be the one giving it to them. She could be the one that's like, you know what, you should have did this and you didn't do that. You could have did this and you didn't do that. Like she might be listing some things that people need to do that will ultimately change their life. Some people like to complain, right? And they like to complain and say, so and so didn't do this. You know, that learned helplessness type of thing. When it was really a step they needed to take that they didn't take, or something they needed to finish they didn't finish. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, somebody need to finish something. Tell me more, spirit. Good news. Oh, we got good news coming. So the likely outcome is somehow good news. Bottom of the day. Peace and harmony. That's interesting. With the three of baskets in reverse, peace and harmony. Really? That sounded like it described my day. I had peace and harmony today. I hope y'all did, because, I really had no arguments. I ain't got no issues, no problems. I stayed quiet, scrolling on my damn phone, cooking, back on my phone. Just minding my damn business. I should have been looming, but you know what? I got time. I got, you know what I'm saying? It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Got a little extended weekend. Chilling. You feel me? But somebody is about to get good news. And I feel like the good news is going to have to be about, well, not going to have to be. It's stemming from a choice that they're making. This person is still worried, I feel, with the hidden secrets can harm you. But, a lot of people don't realize people threaten all the time, and they usually don't make good on the threats. They usually don't. Or even if they try, it's usually the fear that holds somebody back, that believes that bit of information would be so devastating that it's going to end things in their life, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. You got to think about it like that. A lot of times we over process, we ruminate, we sit in contemplation energy so long that the threat is so real that we live the threat even though the threat didn't happen, if that makes sense, right? We sit there and we think. Oh my God, they're going to tell somebody, I kissed the boy, and I'm a boy. Or I kissed a girl and I'm a girl. And be thinking that's going to be the end of your life. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But people will shame you, make you fearful that this person's going to let your secret out and no one's ever going to like you. And that's farther from the truth. People that will love you and accept you will have no problem with you. And I feel like with this situation, though, there is a lot of secrets. As a matter of fact, the one that might be holding somebody hostage with their secret, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna harm you with that secret, got way more than they could ever imagine. So really, that's why they need to accept the valid criticism, because it's like you pointing fingers and it's three pointing back. So that person that's talking, throwing accusations or blackmailing or whatever those things are, they got a lot. Them secrets that they got could probably bury them under the jail type shit. There's a lot that they don't want to get out, so they'd rather project some secrets or hold people hostage with the crap that they know. Whoever's the victim of this needs to stop worrying about secrets and just live your life authentically, right? Stop letting people tell you that they got something over you. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. There's so many bad things in this world. As long as you ain't hide the body and they dug it up. I'm just saying. You're not out there doing that kind of stuff. Your secret is not that bad. It's really not. Like we over dramatize things in our head because we let somebody project their fears and their shit on us. And then we be sitting there thinking, oh my God, if people knew, they would just hate me for life. No, they won't. They don't. They really won't. A lot of times people ain't thinking about you in the way you think they are. They could unleash that secret and people be like, what? Please. And what's your point? You know what I'm saying? So, if you got these type of fears that's holding you back in life, you better off brushing it off. Not denying it, but just letting it go. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and let somebody hold on to you. But there's good news coming. I don't know what the good news is, but there's something likely outcome. Maybe with somebody surrendering a connection, giving up on something that had them pressed and stressed with the nine of sticks in reverse. I feel like somebody's giving up hope on something that's unhealthy. I mean, this whole dynamic is unhealthy. You know, pull this back. This whole entire dynamic is unhealthy. So, with that being said, somebody is having to let go of something so that they can get relief. That's when the good news comes. And you see the thumbnail, right, of this particular reading says, calling all of my broken pieces back, right? Yeah, that's them lies. You know what I'm saying? That's the fear. That's the trauma. That's the, shame. All of those things. Call them broken pieces back and process that right. Right? Take your time with that. And then when you start to process, when you start to do that shadow work side, that really looking at who I am, you start to realize, you get desensitized enough, you'll realize, what the hell was I worried about? What was I worried about? All that time I had that in my head, I'm living this lie. I'm living the fear of this lie, and it didn't even do anything to me. Like, I did it to me. Like, you know what I mean? When you get that in your head, you literally are the ones in control of that lie. Now, people will and can plant seeds and harm you with those things that they plant in your head, but it's up to you to hold on to it or let it go. Tell me about the changes in life. Fears, worry, fears, worries, tense situations. All of that's starting to change. Let it all go. This is what Spirit's saying. Surrender the fears, the worries, and the tense situations. It's like you manifested this dagger and you're allowing it to stab you even though nothing actually happened. It's just been a threat, is what I'm getting. This is a threat. Somebody made a threat and got somebody's mind and rumination in overdrive. Let that threat go. It can't harm you unless you're holding on to it. And next thing you know, you are the one holding the dagger and hurting yourself with it. Let that shit go. That threat ain't as big as you think. If you really think about it, it's not that bad. It's really not. We don't have no problems that can't be solved in this world. We don't. We think we do. We accept them that way, but that's not the truth. Things can be overcome. It doesn't mean you will have the exact scenario that you want, right? But it still can be healed. It still can be overcome. It doesn't mean you're going to have peace and harmony with specific people that you have discord with, but you can have peace and harmony. Long as you surrender and allow the right things to come into your life, you won't hold on to the bad. We be worried about, oh, I'm never going to have this again. You don't have to have it no more. Listen, I don't eat eggplant Parmesan sandwiches no more. Absolute favorite sandwich in the world. When I was a little kid, that's what my mom used to buy. Got pregnant, and my body said, oh, yeah, we're done with this. And my body rejected it. A couple years, I tried it again, thinking maybe it was a fluke. Nope, wasn't a fluke. A couple years later, got a urge for it, tried it again. That was it. My final time. I was like, you know what? My body rejects this combination. Now, can I have eggplant? I sure can. I'm not allergic to eggplant. It's the combination on that sandwich. My body says, hell, 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 no. So I can still have it, just not the way I want it. I can still have my peace and harmony, just not in the way I envisioned it. Tell me more, Spirit. People get them fears and worries, and they hold on to them fears and worries and won't let go. And then when they finally let go, they realize, oh shit, I didn't fall, or I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't die. I'm still here. You know what I mean? All right, tell me more, Spirit. Table, hard work ahead. In order to have that prosperity and abundance, somebody has to put some energy into their life. You got to put some hard work into yourself. Okay? That means you got to do the work. If you have been shying away from putting in work in yourself, now is the time. Now is the time where that work is being done. Okay, and that's a positive thing with the Wheel of Fortune and upright here. So that's good. So if you're working on yourself right now, there's no better time than to do it. Right now, this is where you are planting seeds for your blessings, and not all that old hidden nonsense that's coming from other people. Tell me more, spirit. Pay attention to your work. Yeah. Spirit said focus on the work that you're doing on yourself. Don't let nobody distract you with their nonsense, because they will. They will definitely try. This person, whoever is going through this right now, somebody is trying to keep you in a fearful situation. They're trying, even if it's subtle, passive aggressive, or overtly and aggressive. Whatever the case may be, they want you to be scared. To walk away from this miserable ass family situation, to not be able to trust yourself or others. They this is the type of people that speak sweet lies in your ear. Can't be trusted. Tell me more. Whew. Hold on, y'all. All right, that's too many cards. One at a time, spirit. And we got the most difficult. See, y'all can't make this shit up. Listen to me. Listen. Can you please listen to what spirit is trying to get me to tell you? Okay. The most difficult part of the situation is over. I don't know who is trapped in fear, but you are locked in your mind. And Spirit said, unlock your mind. It's time to see things at a different perspective. The worst part of your situation is over. Stop holding on to the misery. Stop holding on to sadness. Stop holding on to whatever this is that somebody wants you to be afraid of. Stop. Don't let people make you miserable mentally. This is definitely mental misery. You know, there's somebody clearly in your life that they don't want to see you happy. Mm-mm. They want you to sit there and be stuck, be sad. Oh my gosh. Tell me more, spirit. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah. Good news. All right, so listen. As I'm reading this, what is this? Opportunity and windfall. There is somebody who has like an opportunity. They have support. They have peace and harmony, or they have the opportunity to have that. But it's going to require somebody to change their loyalty. With the Hierophant in reverse here, and it means a radical change. Like it means like denouncing somebody or denouncing the family, separating. And it's interesting because my Apple News comes up and it repeated a story. I haven't read it because I think it's one. I don't know if it's one of them paid ones, but I get tired of looking at Apple News and it tell me I got to pay for a story. But anyway, the byline said that people in this generation have been walking away from unhealthy family situations and not looking back. They're making no contact with the people that are harming them emotionally or mentally. They're making no contact. They're letting folks and situations fall to the wayside as they should because it was, it makes them sad or it makes them unhappy. So what I'm getting is that there is somebody that has the opportunity to have peace and harmony, opportunity and windfall. So there seems like all parts of life start to shift with that opportunity, what they've been contemplating with the Two of Wands here. If they surrender, Nine of Sticks. And so don't be tempted to lower your standards. There's going to be people that are going to want to hold you back. Those same miserable is giving crabs in the barrel, bottom of the barrel attitude. People who don't want to see you do well. Mm-mm. They want to see you do misery, be miserable, because they're miserable. They want to see you be unhappy because they're unhappy. They want to gossip about you. They want to be flying monkeys in your life. And you got a lot of naysayers. Whoever this is, you got a lot. And I don't feel like this is somebody who fully stepped away from all these people yet, but you definitely are thinking about it. That's definitely here. There is a thought that, you know what, maybe I need to let go. Maybe I need to move on. Yeah, there's a lot of contemplative energy right now. A lot of contemplative energy. Tell me more, Spirit. It's like a bittersweet thing because it feels sad, but it also feels like somebody can be liberated. They just have to be very careful not to be tempted by whoever this is that really desires to hold them back. Yeah, it says don't back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Whoever is experiencing this right now has to now like stand up for themselves. It's a more of a you have to show strength. And it's hard to show strength against family, but I feel like more and more people in this world are deciding like, yeah, no, you're unhealthy. I don't do unhealthy. Or you don't take valid criticism for the things that you've done. So guess what? I gotta move on. I gotta let this go. You know, if you are the Empress energy, it's a challenge to be the Empress. Why? Because there's people around you that don't want to respect you as the Empress. They want to bring you down. If this is the Son of Knives, which is the first person to show up, this person is very angry, also very immature. They don't know how to stand up for themselves yet. They still a baby. Pages are babies, right? But I feel like somebody's going to have to grow up quickly or woman up quickly. It all depends on what role you fit. Take it how it resonate. But you gonna have to stand up for yourself. And you cannot back down. It's like you can't it's almost like somebody can smell your weaknesses, right? And they can smell your fears and they playing off of that. And the more you act like you strong, the more ferocious they become. You gotta recognize that that person is wearing a mask. Spirit said they wearing a mask. This is somebody that's pretending to be a lion, but they're literally standing in a costume. They're not as strong as you think they are. They're really not. And you cannot back down and you cannot lower your standards. Also, Spirit was saying too, um, these are people that don't really have standards, so they go low and extremely low. They don't really, they don't, they're a liar. Your fears, dealing with them, would just be lying to you. Stop letting this person control you with fear. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Yeah, you might have already lost material wealth dealing with people like this, especially with this mother of coins in reverse. She would definitely cost you a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of opportunities because of her codependency. She would want you to take care of her, and that will cause you to be at a loss. You can't grow in that environment. You cannot make money. You can't save nothing. You can't do right. Also, she's the type of person that will make somebody codependent on her so they don't grow. If that makes sense, right? So she just two extremes. There are those that take everything you got, and then those that don't show you how to get it. Oh wait, good advice from a wise person. Spirit said you better listen up. Spirit is talking. You better listen up and you better take that advice and that valid criticism here. You bet, because the most difficult part of the situation is over. You know what that is? The most difficult part of the situation is actually recognizing that you have one, whether it's an addiction or some problem. Once you recognize you have the problem, that's the biggest hurdle, because then the next step is to work to healing it. Tell me more, Spirit. Now we got advice from a friend. Says good advice from a wise person. So the Empress energy could be a friend or somebody you see as a friend or that you know well. Tell me more. Tell me more. Wow, money become. You know what? If you surrender, whoever this is, if you actually surrender, your floodgates open up. Your money comes in. If you like been feeling impoverished by whatever you got going on, what's this say? Yeah, this is okay. If you feel impoverished by your current set of circumstances, it's because you have a blockage on you placed by the fears and the worries. Listening to people, uh, allowing somebody to lower your standards. Spirit said you got to be steadfast. You cannot let somebody lower your standards, or you cannot lower your standards for other people. Mother of coins does not hold you accountable for your actions. She'll just tell you that you didn't do nothing wrong, baby. Can be done robbed the bank. My baby needed some money. That's why he or she robbed the bank. She don't take account. She don't make you take no accountability. You don't have no standards. Nothing you can do. She don't chastise you so you understand where you went wrong. That's a blockage. That has somebody thinking that they're entitled to everything. You're not entitled to nothing until you put that work in. Nothing. And that's here. Hard work ahead. Pay attention to your work. If you don't, there will be a loss of material wealth. But the likely outcome is money will be coming to you. So that it only comes when the choice is made. It only comes when you surrender connections that are unhealthy. And it says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This person, maybe the mother of coins, if you wanted her to be different, she's not gonna be different. That's the unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This king of swords, not gonna be different. This what is it, king of cups in reverse, not gonna be different. All the problem people in this I'm about to say tradition, this reading, they're not going to be different. That's the unsuccessful outcome to a problem. If you wanted it to be like, I want to share my wealth with my family, I want to be the first to be a millionaire in my family, I want to heal my family. Listen, the only way you can heal your family line is to heal you. If others decide to follow in your footsteps, then yes. But the healing begins and maybe ends with you, and you have to understand that. You can't sit there and hold their hand. They don't want to be held. They don't want to do right. They don't want to accept the criticism. That's not your problem. You're supposed to go on your life with peace and harmony. You're supposed to focus on what makes you happy, who makes you happy, and leave away this misery with this Ten of Cups in reverse. You're not supposed to be trying to drag them along with you. Here you are, have opportunities for money and blessings and windfall and all that other shit, and you gonna block all of that with them because they can't come where you going. Now, if they choose to change in the future, that's all on them. But that's their life journey. When we get in this world, somebody said this to me. I don't know if I saw it on a reel or somebody said it to me, but I had a conversation with somebody about it too. When you are growing up, right? Or put it this way, before you get here, you select your package with spirit. You decide what kind of family you're going to be born into, what kind of challenges you need to overcome in this incarnation. So then you get here, right? And you meet these people, and it's ghetto. You may not like it. You like, damn, this is not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you signed up for because you have a mission on Earth. So when we're in that span of 0 to maybe in the United States. I'm gonna speak specifically to the United States. When you're in this span of 0 to 18, um, 18-year-old people consider that an adult, which it really isn't, but they do, right? So in that span of 0 to 18, those people who are your parental units or your guardians are responsible for you. Now, they may hurt you, they may disrespect you, they may abuse you, they may do a lot of different things. That is not your fault. Okay? You can't control that as a youth. But then the moment that society believes you're now an adult, they leave that responsibility to heal up to you, therefore becoming a choice. Now you're legal to make choices. And now you can change the trajectory of your life based on your choices, not the legal guardianship of the person that may have hurt you. Get what I'm saying? So, a lot of children though want to fix their parents, want to give them that valid criticism to say, here's how you hurt me. But see, what I'm seeing here with that article title, and I can only imagine what it means because a lot of us have been through it. Is that you get to a point where you realize I can't fix them, I can't change them. Now I can accept them, I can deal with them, or I can move on. There's really not too many options with that. You can't think that one day they're going to change and then set a specific time in your mind and poof, they're different. That's not how life works. Because just like you had those first 18 years of your life, and then you moved into adulthood, and now you have to soothe. Now you have to heal. Now you have to repair. They also had those same exact options. Again, I'm speaking for people in the United States. I can't speak for other countries. It works differently in different cultures and society. So take it how it resonates. So with that being said, they have their own journey. When we grow up and we think siblings, right? We think we're always supposed to be connected and tied to our siblings. No, they came here for their first leg of the journey. And then if we're lucky and we're still close to them, then we're blessed. But they had different parents than you had. All of us did. I don't care if you're born in a family of 10. All of us had a different experience with our parents, right? And with that different experiences shaped who we are, how we are. And like I said, when you on that next leg of your journey to be an adult and find yourself, then you go through that, what's that thing called? Saturn return. By the time you're 29, it kind of resets your trajectory. At the age of 29 is when you start to understand, oh, okay, this is life now, I'm an adult now. I've been through a lot now, I gotta process something. Now everybody don't get it and grasp it that well at 29. Now everybody does, but I do personally. I remember the shift happening for me closer to 25, 26. But it was like the biological shift. Like your body changes every 7 years. Well, I went from, I want to say when I was 20 to 25, I could go to a party at any time I wanted to, come home 5 in the morning, take a shower, get 2 hours of sleep, get up and start at work at 8 something in the morning and go through the whole day. Maybe I nap 30 minutes or something on my break, but that's it. And I'll be good for the day. By the time I hit 25, my body was like, absolutely not. Nigga, you got to stay home. You're not going outside. And you got work tomorrow. Like, who's doing that? Right? Well, at 29, it's your Saturn return. That's when your mind starts saying, wait, 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 wait. I am not that spring chicken I used to be. And your body starts to warn you, and your mind is already starting to catch up with what your body doing. Somebody's making a decision, and I feel like it's starting from youth, being that the page of swords here was in reverse. Okay, so now there's growth. Now there's contemplative energy. Now there's, which way should I go with my life? because they now know that they have the choice. Whoever you are now recognizing that you can choose happiness and prosperity. Okay. You can choose your peace and harmony, or you can choose to stay unhappy with all these unhappy people that just showed up tonight, right? And that there are people who are projecting their fears onto you that do not want to see you excel or, you know what I'm saying, grow. They don't want to see you change, right? So they'll hold you back with lies and rumors and you know, just the stuff that will keep you still mentally. But it's up to you in this incarnation to decide, I am not going to allow that to happen. Spirit said, don't lower your standards. Don't be tempted to take that you know what it is? It's like Spirit saying, like, these people may not hold somebody accountable for their life. So don't get comfortable with that. That's what would help you or keep you lowering your standards. People that don't hold you accountable, don't challenge you to grow. Don't challenge you to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? There's hard work ahead. You got to be willing to do it. If you're lazy, stay with these people. Stay in that situation. You lazy can mean misery and unhappiness. They're saying pay attention to your work. Whatever that work is, whatever you're doing, pay attention to the work. Money will be coming to you, but it will only come to you with the actual effort that you put in. So, you know, you can't go to a job these days. You can't go to the job and say, I'm gonna, you know, I like to interview to be the CEO of somebody else's company. You can't just do that. You don't have any credentials, no skills, no nothing. You can't just, that's not life. But some people who don't give you the valid criticism you need will have you entitled to thinking, yeah, I could just do whatever I want. No, you got to put the work in. The hardest work there to put in is in you. And here it says with Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. But that requires work. That requires listening. That requires accepting valid criticism. That requires showing respect to people. These people don't respect one another. All of this negative and corrupt energy, they don't respect each other, so they damn sure don't respect the person that this resonates the most with. No matter when you see this. So let this be that last holiday you commune with a bunch of people that make you miserable. Let this be the last holiday if that's what you did, you know, or if it's not a holiday for you, last time off before you make the strategic change to a wand, to let go, to change your loyalties, to unlearn things that you've learned through either direct input or learned behavior by just the way people did things. Sometimes we do things over and over again, and you gotta ask yourself, why do I keep doing it like that? Like, I noticed, I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of the reading, my business card is usually right up next to karma. You know what? I said to myself, why do I keep putting it up there and it fall down? So I put it at the bottom finally. But I've been doing that several times. More than more than I like to count. Every time I stick cards up here, that one fall down. I end up having to scoop it up, put it back. I just keep putting it back. I don't want it up there permanently, but I keep putting it back, right? Spirit said, why you keep doing that? And I was like, yeah, why do I keep doing that? I want the card, you know, to be seen, but why maybe I should just put it lower. Say, yeah, just put it lower. It'll still be on the screen. But it took me countless times, and I don't know how I don't remember how long I've had this board up. I had a different one before, that I stopped doing it. Just that one little thing. I just stopped doing it. Just that one little thing. Karma might come down too. But for now, I don't know. I should stop doing it. Because I keep repeating myself. And it might not be, it wasn't significant, but it was enough that one day I said, wait a minute, why am I doing that? I could still show it, right? So sometimes you got to change to break that bridge. You got to break some bridges. You're going to have to break some bridges because some bridges are meant to be broken. You know what I'm saying? You take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. But we are gonna move on. If somebody has some serious decisions to make, and good luck with that. I hope that things work out for you. It looks like it might with the hard work. Yep. And somebody needs to take advice from a wise person. So listen up. Spirit don't be giving you readings for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I find that I might not resonate with everything in somebody's reading, but there's usually something if I'm paying attention. If I've been led to that reader, there's usually something that does hit, does resonate. You know. So again, take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, they will take it. All right, now we on to live donation readings. If you're interested, hold on one second. Black Cherry, you there? I just read your text. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right, if you would like a live donation reading, read the pinned comments, do what it do. My active subscriber readings, same situation as before. If you like one, you might as well go and get one while you can. If no one wants one, then in the next 2 minutes, I will shut the live down. Okay? And that is your warning. Let me shuffle. If not, I'm going to leave y'all with, oracle message. I haven't pulled out a couple decks in a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Nope, I don't want those. Yes, you can get a general. Sugar honey iced tea. Where's that deck? Oh, we can use Akashic. That is not what I wanted. Two-to-do. I'm going to pull up Akashic. You got a specific deck you see me use, you want me to use, Bite? And Black Cherry, where you at, girl? Are you here? Are you here, darling? Okay. I think I'm going to go back to this one and just shuffle it a little more. I didn't realize, where the hell did I put them damn decks? Did I unpack them darn bags? I did. Alright, Spirit. Give me a message. For Bite. What does Bite need to know? I'm going to be aware of. Boy, you got a good night tonight. Because it's quiet. Man, usually the family's here, but folks is probably in them food comas. They probably in them food comas like, you know what, I'm tired. Daughter of Baskets. So, Daughter of Baskets is the Knight of Cups. There may be somebody you want to make an offer to. Tell me more, Spirit. Or you wanted to make an offer to. Too many cards. One at a time, please, Spirit. Father of Baskets. But then we got the somebody's emotionally manipulative. Tell me more. Or maybe a masculine in your life. Spirit gonna get that. That's current energy. So Father of Sticks. Oh gosh, I just heard hard headed. Hard head make a soft ass. That's what I just heard. Father Sticks in reverse. Tell me more, Spirit. Now that's two men and a woman. Tell me more. Eight of Baskets. The challenge. You having a hard time walking away? Tell me more, Spirit. And oh, the Devil energy in reverse. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, bottom of the deck. Son of Coins. All right. Okay, bite. So I'm getting lost energy overall. You know, like I feel like you are directionally challenged, right? You don't know what direction to go in, what to invest in. Um, because the Son of Coins is in reverse. That's like that new beginning, but where to what to do with my new beginning? Where to go? That's lost on my journey type energy. However, you got some players in here that are hard-headed, stubborn, maybe even emotionally manipulative. It could be you that is emotionally manipulative or somebody else in your life. The interesting thing though is even with that emotionally manipulative energy, even with having a challenge of walking away, because that's in a challenging lesson, Eight of Cups, in reverse. The devil's in reverse. So like all is not lost, all is not bad. The devil in reverse is like, you know, breaking free of a very powerful mental bond, right? It's not real. It's more mental. Like so there's a devil energy in your life that has is losing its grip. So you may have been going through a transition right now, and then that devil energy is going to lose its grip, that hold that it had on you. Now, I know, let me see your past reading, there was lust. I remember that. And karmic masculine, I remember that, and karmic feminine. So, this is playing on that energy some more, but it's almost given that you may be doing some healing. I don't know. I'm going to clarify it because it goes from. See, the daughter of basket is really the Knight of Cups. Now, knights, except for the Nine of Coins, is not known for staying in one place. They're not known. They're very fickle energy, like they're temporary love. They may be passionate and romantic, but they're not necessarily known to stick around. The Father of Baskets could be you, but it could be somebody who is also just in their feelings currently, right? Either emotionally manipulative or very much in their feelings about whatever's going on in their life. I don't know if this Father Sticks is your energy or could be somebody in your energy who is a hard head and they getting soft asses. And I feel like they're getting a soft ass because that's what it makes. That's what it breeds. So it could be somebody that's doing stuff that's getting what they deserve. Masculine or feminine, it don't matter. But somebody getting what they deserve. And then we got what's so hard to let these people go or this situation go? Because that's in a challenging lesson of not walking away. Why is challenge to not walk away or walk away? Something about walking away being a challenge. Like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Kind of like just getting rid of it all. It's a challenge. All right. Tell me about the daughter of basket spirit. So yeah, so there's a you something ended. This is the world card. Something ended in the past. Um, Something from your past ended. All right. It's the world card is a conclusion. It is also travel, but it's a conclusion. You might have traveled to something where it was the end of the stop. It's there's no we can't go no further type energy. Tell me more about the Father of Baskets. Strength. Um, somebody was holding back, either holding back their love, holding back their time and energy, but there's somebody that was holding back. You could have been holding back. The Father of Baskets also is somebody that would ghost the situation because they don't show their emotions, right? So then you got the strength card here. So they have the strength to hold back their emotions, not show it. Even no matter how much they going through it, the Father of Baskets is the most stoic masculine in the deck. He don't want to let on he feels something for somebody. Tell me more about the Father of Sticks though. And we got who is this? Oh, Temperance in reverse. So we got whoever the Father Sticks energy in your life and the hidden energy, they have addictions. Um, they're not well. Um, when and then there's a loss of patience. Um, can you bring my cup? It's right there on the table. It's right there on that table in the dining room. That person, the father of Sims, which is really Temperance energy in reverse, that definitely breeds addictive energy or lack of alchemy, lack of there's lack in general, lack of patience. Thank you, babe. Lack of patience. Um, it breeds unhappiness. It breeds divine timing, but feeling like it's the wrong timing. Like when lessons come and you don't feel ready for the lessons. That energy. Tell me more, spirit. And then we got 5 of coins. So there is something you feel out of the cold, and the challenging lessons is coming out of the cold. So there was something you walked away from, you shouldn't have walked away from. And spirit is saying like, yeah, now you feel it's given like you don't want to be isolated from that. You don't want to. You want to be in the know. You want to know what's going on. You want to be a part of it. But I don't feel like it's this devil energy. Tell me more, spirit. Tell me more about this devil. What in the devil? What does she represent in the reverse, spirit? 4 of sticks. This is you moving on from an unhappy home, but you coming out of poverty. So whatever this home situation you had, and I see had because it's in past tense, it was very dark, very emotionally manipulative type energy, and it's over. Like the for with that being a likely outcome, breaking free from the binds of that home life, it's over. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, but then there's manipulative energy. So you still surrounded, or you still have people that would be manipulative. If you are karmic in your energy right now, you have to work on not being manipulative because that is the magician in reverse. Okay, the magician in reverse is not good. I would say this: don't resort to um, trying to Jedi mind trick somebody because you feel lost, or don't allow somebody to do that to you while you're feeling lost. You need advice. You said something about therapy. Go to therapy. Ask more questions. Make those sessions count. If you didn't find the right therapist, change a therapist. If you ain't go too many times, go more times. Whatever the case may be, go get help because you got manipulative energies fighting for, like, it's giving like entity attachment type shit. When people or things are vying for your soul. What's up, Aya? Um, it's more than work because of the people involved, I would say. It's more than that, but it is work. It's also um it's more than work because there's a lot of manipulation here. A lot. Especially with the three of baskets. I'm sorry, not three of baskets, my bad. Father of baskets and father of sticks being reversed. A lot of male energy is very distorted in this reading, right? I'm not seeing the feminine energy right now for the most part. Daughter of baskets really is just the knight of cups, but it's just giving a lot of, well, the distorted feminine energy, Miss Robinson, which is also the devil energy, is in reverse. So that's actually good, not necessarily bad. It's also showing that the likely outcome is that influence is definitely breaking. The four of sticks is ending the home life. Now, the home life with the four of sticks is like when you are it's a phony situation. Some of the decks that I have, it indicates like unhappiness there. It feels like a break of that unhappiness. Yeah, you got a lot of manipulative energy. And if you got a few people, you got to you're gonna have to hold back. Because you got people that will influence you to do the wrong thing, especially with the fathers, oh, I'm sorry, the 10% reverse. Like people will want you to indulge in whatever they do or whatever they're about. You know what I'm saying? It's given like if they smoke cigarettes, they want you to smoke cigarettes. If they drink, they want you to drink with them. You know what I'm saying? If they do meth, they want you to meth with them. Like that kind of thing. It's given that they want birds of a feather energy. And they don't care if that destroys your opportunities. They want you to do that with them. Right? But I feel like with the Miss Robinson in reverse, four sticks in reverse, there's a fundamental change in some of that dynamic, but it still exists. So it might exist in one person and exist in multiple people. Like you may be surrounded with the same type of energies, whether it's work and home, family, friends, it doesn't matter. You're surrounded by multiple types of that same energy. So even if the home life shifts, the work life is an issue or the friend life is an issue. You understand what I'm saying? So you are, I'm hearing trapped, but you may not be trapped, but it's just like everywhere you turn, that kind of energy is around you. Does that make sense? Okay. So you're gonna have to change your whole world because the world card is here, the garden. There should have been an ending to that. If you still have that dynamic, spirit is ending it whether you like it or not. So if you are indulging in this, your world is getting ready to shift and it's gonna shift. It's shifting without you steering the wheel, so to speak. Like you're not directing the ship, but spirit is going to direct your ship. Now, your mind can stay locked up in this type of energy, and you can go find that energy anywhere you want. If that's how you feel, if that's what you like, if that's what you prefer, everywhere you go, you can get some more of that, right? You could change your life and move across the world and still end up in situations like that. You're going to have to change your circumstances, but it's given destruction. So it's given like spirit is probably giving you a fresh start, but your mind has to be equipped to handle the fresh start. You have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to grow beyond this stuff. Or you could just keep having it. It don't matter who give it to you. You could just have it some more. Spirit's like, I'm gonna end it. It's gonna be over. But are you gonna let it go? Are you gonna stop behaving in this karmic way or looking for these karmic people? Are you gonna actually heal? Are you gonna just stay the same? Now they say you could take the person out the place, but you can't take the place out the person. You gotta change. for whatever this is, you got to stop accepting it. You have to find your purpose and your direction. It's your responsibility to find that. And these people that are in your energy, they will definitely pull on you to lower your standards and keep you stuck and keep you not growing. Yes, they want to keep you confused. Seven of baskets. That's confusion, delusion, illusion. I think that came up for you too. If I'm not mistaken, it did. Because I think we were using the Kipper deck, uh, Kipperish deck. Yeah, and confusion came out. These people will keep you in that confusing energy because they confused or they're not growing or whatever. So birds of a feather. And you're right, Veronica. It's discipline. You gonna have to discipline yourself to come out of this situation. Only you can choose to make the moves necessary to get out of this. And Spirit said, whatever the case may be, you cannot blame other people. It's really a choice that's up to you. I mean, you can see who your influences are, but you can't sit there and you can't blame them. Tell me more, Spirit, because they just being who they are. Sometimes we don't act surprised with people. I can't believe they would do that. Yes, you can. Because they did something similar. Or they did the worst before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess if you are surprised by people like this, that's not making sense. Spirit said you're not surprised. Maybe you keep wanting to believe that they're going to be different, but Spirit said they're not going to be different. And it is going to lead to disappointment, the four sticks in reverse. So you're going to have to change the way you see things, the way you believe. Yep, Spirit said you already know what to do. Miss Ida, this is High Priestess energy. You already know what to do. You can see beyond the veil. You're allowing things to confuse and delude you but that's a choice because you really know better. Spirit said you know better. So if you know better, you need to do better. Because what I'm seeing here, this when the hermit and I'm sorry, not the hermit. My bad. The magician in reverse. That is a very narcissistic person, okay? Um so many people narcissistic victims of narcissists, I would say, frame this surprise that I can't believe the person did this. And, for me, like if I'm sitting there talking to them and I've talked to them before and they come back to me with that person did this or this person did that. And we've already talked about that person before. But they talk to me in a surprised manner. It baffles me, honestly. I don't know what that is psychologically, but it not confuses me, but befuddles me. I don't know the right word, but how you could describe the person and then believe they're not the person that you describe. Like, you know who they are. How could you be in denial when they do the thing that they normally do? If that makes sense. I'm not trying to be funny by saying that, but how are you surprised they are who they've been? Right? Spirit said you know better. So if you know better, you got to do better. You can't make them do better. You have to do better. But right now, I see an influence in your life that shows me that regardless of what you want to be or how you want it to be, it's going to be what Spirit wants it to be. So you can have the choice to keep things the same in your mind and continue to meet the same type of people and get involved with the same type of people. You could repeat the cycles with others, but whatever the dynamic with them is, it's still going to end. Something is about to end. Tell me more, Spirit. Or it's already over. 2 9. Yeah, you don't want to look at this situation. You're in denial. You don't want to acknowledge it. You don't want to make a decision. You're sitting on the fence. You know what I'm saying? You got your blinders on, and you're just trying to, I don't know, be aimless, be not aimless. Oh, okay. Spirit said indecision is still a decision. Like if you decide to not make a decision about that, that's still a decision. So you can't say, well, I don't want to make the choice. Okay. The universe is going to make the choice for you. Um, but there's going to present other choices. And you can't sit and say, well, I don't want to make the choice, so therefore I really didn't choose. You did choose. You chose. This is somebody choosing to stay the same, choosing to not grow, not fight for themselves, not, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even a lesser of two evils, just a I don't want to choose. I just don't, I refuse to acknowledge what it is I need to choose. Tell me more, Spirit. Whew. What is that? I don't know, too many cards. I just saw the eight. Spirit said that's the truth because the Ace of Swords was on the top of a couple cards. That's the truth. You don't want to choose, but that doesn't mean you're not choosing. You not choosing is still a choice. It's still a decision. Uh-oh. What is this? Ten of Baskets still in reverse. A bunch of cards, but I'm taking one at a time, Spirit. Give me one more. Give me one. Yeah, so guess what? By not choosing, you end up in sorrow for a lot of this situation. You end up unhappy. Nine of Baskets is Nine of Cups in reverse. That's sorrow. That's not, that's misery. That's depression. That's sadness. I'm just saying. You end up depressed. Likely outcome with the Devil and the Four Sticks in reverse. You might be battling depression right now. I think if you haven't shared that with your therapist, they may share it with you. Or you need to share it with a therapist. Tell me more. Your daughter Sticks. You have an opportunity to exit freely. Like you have to take some sort of action. Spirit say you will, but it's like you gonna have to take off, run free and fast. Okay. Usually this is a card of recklessness, but for it to be coupled with the Devil in reverse and the Four Sticks, it's kind of like when that door closes to that home situation, you better take off. You better run, like run and don't even look back. Run where you don't even remember how you got to get back. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't look back. Don't hold on. Don't get nostalgia. Don't ponder. Don't wonder. Because once you make a decision, you better keep it going. What's the bottom of the deck? Ancestors in reverse. Oh. Yeah, because there's a refusal of growth and refusal to let go. And I don't know if that's you or your other, or the other person. So somebody's refusing to transition, to change, to grow, to let go. Because the ancestor is the death card. But a death card in reverse is that nihilism. I don't want to let go of something. So if you're in that mindset of you can't let go, shit, you better do a cord cutting. You better go see somebody, help them. You know, they need to do a head rogation on you, open that head up and get that confusion up out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody could have a root on you. I think that came up in the last reading, like a spell or something like that. You got something on you that is holding on to you. And Spirit said the moment they shut that door for you, you better take off running. Like you better run like your life depends on it. You better, I don't care, just run and don't look back. Like run and really don't look back. I mean, figuratively, literally, whatever. Run and don't look back. It's because it's given um is the problems that you're running from or that you need to run. And I don't really suggest people run from situation, but with that being here, that's that I'm feeling like um not excitement, but anxiety or that flight. It's kind of like it's time to take flight. You know how they say you have fight, flight, or fawn, or maybe even freeze response. Spirit said you need to run. This is the time to take flight. Okay, it's time to to set sail, to go, and to not look back. This with the world card being, in the previous energy, there are doors that have been closed to you that will probably never open again, due to whatever you got going on in this nihilism situation, or not being willing to make a choice. I feel like you got heavy like black magic on you, but it's like the black magic that whoever put it on you, it's over. Like it's kind of like their power is no more, but you're still stuck in it some kind of way, like bondage is given, bondage is given, trauma is given, PTSD is given. Oh gosh, I don't know, this is heavier than what I'm used to, because when I see people I have a little struggle, they don't have the two of swords keeping their mind locked up. You might have some mental concerns, and you need to address it all. You need to not be afraid to tell somebody what's going on. Is that making sense to you? You need to like put it out on the table, some of your deepest, darkest, so that they can help you navigate this situation, because nihilism is a serious thing. Like you really just can't let go, and you're stuck, and it is painful. But Spirit is saying you need to run like the wind and just go. Now, again, that's a fickle energy, but Spirit is saying when you go, don't look back. That way you can just get a lot of distance and space between you and the problems in the situation, and you need to head in the right direction, but you need some help to find that right direction, and you need to listen to it. Because not making a choice is still a choice. Being in confusing energy, and on top of that, you got Miss Ida, which is a high priestess. Like you really know what to do, but you're not. I don't know. I feel like you're going to do something. It's coming, but your life is filled with a lot of indecision or refusal of growth and change due to a lot of mental manipulation. And whoever the devil energy, Miss Robinson, that's whoever that is in your life, they're losing their power. Whatever that is over you, they're losing their power, but you got to break free from what binds you to them completely. All right, take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. I was getting ready to pull Akashic record. All right. Spirit, give me a message for the collective, what they need to know. Oh, let me do yours first. Let me give a Akashic record for you. Give me a Akashic record for Bite, please. More protection. It says you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Yeah, you got to run, and you got to set boundaries when you run. You got to be like, no, I'm not crossing that no more. I'm not going backwards no more. Yep, and it's a time for bravery. You also got, what you call it, the strength card. So it says you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. I feel like Spirit saying drop the mic. If you gonna have to be brave. The strength card, you gonna have to set boundaries, protection, and you gonna have to leave a situation and not look back. Just go. All right, Spirit was on me to let you know that. So, good luck with your situation. But you gonna have to run like the wind, I'm trying to tell you. And you can't be afraid to do it. All right, Spirit for the collective, what do we need to know? Oh, warrior spirit, relentless commitment to challenges. approaches to life as personal battle here. What? Relentless commitment to challenges approaches approaches life as a personal battle here to master your forceful nature. I don't even like how that's worded, but it's time to be a warrior spirit, y'all. It's time. Come on. And then we got fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to the gift that you have been given. That's why I feel like that goes with your reading and the collective. But it's time for a fresh start. You being given an opportunity to go forward. So take it and run with it. And run hard and run fast. Victim mindset. This is the challenging lesson. No, I'm sorry. No, this has nothing to do with that. Anyway, victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. So it's really about your mindset. Let go of feeling like a victim and move on with your life, and everything will be well. Authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. Okay, I love that energy. So, again, take that mask off, y'all. Be your true, authentic self, and all will prevail, right? You'll be a magnet for success once you change your mindset. Okay, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming tonight. Thank you for being in the spiritual lounge. I hope the readings were helpful to you, your personal and the collective. I'm going to bid y'all adieu. Friday's looking real good at the moment to come back. I don't feel like I have any evening obligations at the moment. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. Tomorrow's the 28th? Yes. No. So something on a lot going on Saturday. I don't know. Anyway, I think Friday's clear. I should be on. I might bring a guest. I might not. But I appreciate y'all coming. Thank you for coming tonight. In the meantime, y'all have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Peace.